Hi, this is Asa, and welcome to my audio experience.
Are you sick and Get ready for your daily dose of Healthy Talk Radio, the show that's empowering your health. And now, here's America's health and lifestyle coach.
Live. Do you want to get well? This is a show where your health is your wealth. Thriving is more important than just surviving, and the only thing lost are those unwanted pounds. I'm the lifestyle coach, and this is Healthy Talk Radio. From heart disease, aches and pains, to even your basic cough and sneeze. This is Talk Radio that's empowering your health. Thanks for joining us. Phone lines are open, 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Or you can always send me an email. It's a new prescription for a new you, America. What are you struggling with right now? Is it diabetes, heart disease, arthritis, fibromyalgia? Whatever it is, great or small, just know this, that if the body can get sick, it can also get well. You just have to give the body what it needs. And that's what we want to talk about. Lifestyle choices, the things that you drink every single day, the air that you breathe, the food that you eat, the water that you drink, all the things that you put inside your body, the exercise that you get or don't get, proper rest, stress levels, all these things are so important to the health of where we are. Health really is our greatest wealth. And to go from where you are to where you need to be, you have to make the right kind of choices. However, realize this, is that if we get a brand new body about every year, that you have to make radical changes. It doesn't matter about what you've done for the last 20 years. It doesn't matter what grandma had, grandpa had. It doesn't matter what's coming down the pipeline. Do genetics play a role? Yes, but you don't have to be your genetics. So much of what we do is based around our lifestyle choices, and that's what will help you do. So tonight, let's talk about that. 888-283-7272. Check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/on call. Become a fan there. Get involved in our community with what's going on. Also, Twitter, if your tweets out there and you're into that, twitter.com can stay in touch with everything that's going on behind the scenes with the radio show and the upcoming TV show. Let's kick it off now and go with Martin. Hi, Martin.
Yeah, how you doing today, Doctor?
I'm doing well, man. Talk to me. What's up?
Yeah, I've been having this problem. I've been like off balance. I've been kind of lightheaded. But it started like in year 2000. I kept being lightheaded, and I went to the doctor, and the doctor checked my blood, and everything was normal, but it kept going on and on and on. They gave me a blood pressure pill. I take the blood pressure pill, but still I be kind of lightheaded all the time. I know that I have allergies too, but I'm always lightheaded, like on one side and off balance sometimes. Sometimes I feel normal, but the majority of the time I feel like off balance sometimes. I'm trying to figure out what that is.
So he gave you the medication for your blood pressure, and it was running what?
I go to the doctor, I kind of like, I don't be like relaxed like I be at home. It go real high. I mean, sometimes it be like 170 over 110, and 180 over 110. Sometimes like 150 over 92. But when I get home, it's different. I have a blood pressure machine, but I'm more relaxed at home. But still, sometimes, even when I walk out the house or go somewhere, I'm kind of like lightheaded sometimes. Sometimes I go away or come back, just all look like on the right side or something,
Now, have you told your doctor this?
Yes, I tell the doctor that all the time. I tell the doctor that, but it's like, you need to upgrade your blood pressure pill. They give me 2 blood pressure pills, and it don't seem to be, I don't know if that's the right answer. Whatever.
No, it's not.
But that's all that they give me, And I know it's something I'm missing or something. I'm kind of like I'm off somewhere,
Well, you know your body better than anybody.
Yes.
Here's the deal. This is what I would do. First of all, there's 3 sides to what we call the health triangle. There's the mental side, that's your brain chemistry, your neurotransmitters, your subconscious mind, the way we think, that can impact our health and our body. Then you've got the chemical side. We've got the actual how the body works chemically. So you got how your heart, liver, lungs, kidneys, how all of those organ systems work. And then you got the structural side, the bones, the muscles, and the nerves. And when you're dealing with something like you're dealing with, especially with feeling imbalanced, if there's any potential for slight vertigo, or if you're having that and it's not related to the medication and it's not related to blood pressure, meaning if it's running 100 or 110 over 70 or 80, that's more than normal with blood pressure. So you're good there. And it's not like you have blood pressure that's all over the place. It's too low or too high. So it sounds to me like they've got that managed with the medication, which is a good thing. But as far as you getting dizzy and as far as you feeling that way, there's several things that can be causing that. One is you want to make sure that you go see a DO. And a DO is a doctor of osteopathic medicine. And the reason I think that would be good for you is because on the structural side of our health, you've got to look at the bones, the muscles, and the nerves. And when you're looking at all three areas of that, you've got to get in there, and with the vertigo or with dizziness potentially, if it's not chemical, then it has to be structural. And there's nerves and everything else that sits within the spinal column. And the first area underneath the skull, which is the C1 or the atlas vertebra, that would need to be evaluated and looked at. They can do x-rays. There's several tests that they can run to check that. DOs typically will get in and they'll work on some of that. And certain physicians will do that. Physical therapists will get in and look at that sometimes. But I go to a DO first. Get their evaluation, get their thoughts, see what they think, and then go from there. Because right now, just taking your blood pressure medication and sitting back and waiting and hoping for the best, that's not where you want to be. I mean, obviously, you're frustrated because you know there's more to it and you don't feel right. So there's a lot of treatment that can be done if things are not right as far as with your neck goes and that sort of thing. That can be very helpful. So go see a DO. Let them evaluate the structural side of your body. Several things you need to do. Remember, an avocado a day keeps prostate issues away. Contains a component in it called beta-sitosterol and works like a charm. So working on that, making sure you get avocado each day, and making sure that you get plenty of zinc, at least 80 milligrams, along with saw palmetto, about 1,500 milligrams per day. And also, with the zinc and that, there's also pumpkin seed oil. Pumpkin seed oil works like a champ, and it's been known for years to support healthy prostate. And nettle root. Nettle root, about 80 milligrams a day, works great. Here's why. Nettle root blocks the culprit of why the prostate can swell. And it's called DHT, dihydrotestosterone. And DHT has been a known culprit. That's what medications like Proscar, finasteride, they're all based around that DHT molecule. And so if you can get that suppressed, even naturally, you're going to help support the prostate as you're going through this little issue with prostatitis. So those are kind of the things you want to use on a regular basis to support the prostate gland, help it function better, and get you functioning the way that you need to, because prostate is nothing to play around with. It's something that a lot of guys are dealing with now even more than ever. And you don't want to let it slide. Stay on top of the PSA blood test. If your physician doesn't have you take it in the next 6 months, I would definitely do that. Get a recheck and get that blood test done, see where those numbers are, and make sure that everything's good to go. Remember the rule of thumb for prostate and PSA on the blood. If it doubles in a year's time, that's a big danger sign. And everybody starts thinking cancer in that point. So make sure you stay on top of that blood test, especially if you're over the age of 40. That's nothing to play around with. And early detection is always the key with prostate. You're listening On Call, 888-283-7272. What are you struggling with right now? Diabetes, heart disease, arthritis, fibromyalgia. The list goes on and on. The diagnosis goes on and on. But the prognosis can be a good one. Let's talk about it. Want to turn back the clock 15 years and have more energy? This is Dr. Asa telling you to just breathe with LiveO2. LiveO2 delivers the right amount of oxygen we need for optimal health. Go to liveO2.com. That's liveO2.com.
InShapeNetwork.com. Lines are open.
888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. You're listening to the best in healthy talk radio, the show where your health really is your greatest wealth. Going to the break, we talk with Carl. Carl's talking about his dad, who's had multiple stents, up to 5, in his heart, and so many issues with that. And I want to talk about cardiovascular health with you a little bit too, because it's really important, the game plan that he comes up with now moving forward. Also having low blood pressure, which is something you don't hear a lot of, and that is true. But you hear about low blood pressure when it has to do with the adrenal glands, and also he's got an issue with his thyroid. And see, everything's connected in the body. Remember that. That's one thing to know, because people always want to put everything in a box, and really everything's kind of connected with everything. And so the thyroid is connected with the pituitary gland, which is a small little gland in the brain, but that's the master gland of the body, and it really controls everything. And then the adrenal glands are 2 little glands that are sitting on top of the kidneys. Well, the adrenal glands are the body's stress glands, and those are really important for controlling energy levels, but they also help regulate pressure in the body, fluid balance within the body. So, for example, if the adrenals are pretty worn out, if they're tired, for whatever reason, they're stressed, then someone could be lying down and raise up really fast, and it could cause you to almost pass out, get really lightheaded. And it could also cause some issues, a lower salt diet, which, again, someone that has high blood pressure, the doctor's going to tell them to go easy on the salt. Low sodium diets can also cause low blood pressure, believe it or not. So knowing or having a good balanced diet, and what I mean by that, following more of an anti-inflammatory diet, that's a real key. And that's what I have in my book, Empowering Your Health. That'd be a good guideline to have. For cardiovascular health, very important too, because with cardiovascular health, and you're looking at overall heart health, you want to think about keeping the arteries clear. Vitamin E is very, very good for that. It's been known to have great properties. And also eggs. Eggs are the top cholesterol-lowering foods that we have. So to help with blockages outside of some factors from the genetic links, from more of a lifestyle factor, it's the foods. And, bacon, sausage, and fatty-based meats, saturated fats you want to steer clear of. One of the saturated fats that are healthy, you need some saturated fat for the omega-3 fats to work. So keep that in mind. So it's not really an all-or-nothing type of issue. But the omega-3 fats, cod liver oil, fish oil, staying away from the gel caps, of course, using more of the oils, eating fish often, cutting so much back on the red meat. Red meat's okay. The leaner cuts are better. Grass-fed, of course. And I'd stay clear mostly of chicken. I'd be more of a fish guy. Eggs are really good too. But at the end of the day, keeping your balance. Proteins, fats, and carbohydrates are always the key. So, for example, breakfast could be 2 or 3 organic eggs cooked in coconut oil or real butter, not the fake stuff, and not any of the other oils, because the coconut oil and real butter, they don't really break down into a trans fat, and they're very good and sustainable under heat. Grapeseed oil is the same. It does very well too. But that would be a good breakfast. So eggs, bowl of fresh berries. Staying away from the grains so much, pasta, breads, because the gluten also is really challenging to the digestive tract, also challenging to other aspects of the body and raising inflammation. The other key too is for lunch, eat chicken or fish. If you're going to do chicken, make sure it's free range, fresh piece of lean flank steak, whatever it might be, and fresh vegetables. Half an avocado, be a great lunch. A couple snacks in between, fruits and nuts, fresh fruits and nuts, by the way, and those are the healthy fats. And then dinner, of course, another piece of protein, whatever that might be, lean quality or good quality vegetables, low glycemic in the form of fruits and vegetables. Lean, green leafy vegetables are so good. I mean, spinach, kale, you name it. Those are so beneficial to the body. And the enzymes in those foods help break down the proteins, and also the healthy fats. So, see, once you start combining everything equally, you think that, well, I don't want to eat too many fats because it's going to clog my arteries. Not really, if you're eating the right kinds. The lean quality proteins are going to keep good, healthy, lean tissue within the body. And then, of course, the carbohydrates will give you the enzymes, the fiber, and also a lot of the vitamins and minerals and the nutrients for energy sources. That's where we get a lot of our energy from, is from carbohydrates. So all of that in balance, great for heart health. CoQ10, from a supplement perspective, CoQ10 has got great research on it. Of course, I'm the big fan of cod liver oil. Good whole food multivitamin, digestive enzymes, probiotics. But then also for the heart, we've seen great results along with NADH, and that's a version of vitamin B3, which has been known to be helpful. So, I mean, there's a lot of things out there. Getting a good core foundation is first. So if he's not eating well and not exercising 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, if he's not doing those types of basics, that's where you want to go first before you start getting real specialized with it, so that he can get on a good lifestyle plan to really take him to that next level. Hope that helps. 888-283-7272. Let's go now to Reba. Hi, Reba. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi, darling.
I would like to know about a cyst
Okay. Where do you have a cyst?
in the stomach.
You have a cyst in your stomach. Now, your doctors have looked at this?
Yes, that's what they say. But they say it's nothing to worry about. It's small.
So is it on the skin? It's a small little cyst on your skin externally?
Well, it's called something started with an R.
Is it? But where is it though? Where is it on your stomach? Is it in your organs, or is it outside on your skin?
Yeah, inside. Yeah.
Is it a renal?
And yeah, that's it.
Is it renal carcinoma?
Uh-huh.
So it's a cancer.
No, it's not cancerous.
So you're saying, they said it is renal, a cyst on your kidney.
But it's not cancerous, and it's real small.
So they've already checked it.
That's what they.
And everything's
well,
fine.
no
So
more than
they did an
X-ray.
ultrasound. Did they do an ultrasound and find the cyst?
Did an ultrasound.
They did, and they found the cyst. Okay. So it's a cyst in the kidney. All right, I'm with you. Well, that's good. I mean, that's good news. It's not cancerous. Thank goodness for that. One thing for the cyst, there's not a lot you can do. Just let it be and keep getting it checked on a regular basis. That's the one thing. Because with these cysts that they find within the kidneys and within any organ, that's why the ultrasound, the testing is so important. And then they do biopsies or whatever to test it. And the fact that it doesn't have any cancer cell growth is amazing. One thing for any cyst within the body are proteolytic enzymes, and keeping your proteins balanced and using elements to make sure that there's good digestion around them can be very helpful.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to AsaRx.com and get your free book today.
To find out more, visit the show online, InShapeNetwork.com.
Phone lines are open this hour as we talk about your health and talk about your life. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. I'm your health and lifestyle coach, diagnosing hope one caller at a time. What are you struggling with tonight? What is your health challenge? Whatever it is, great or small, we are here to help. Here to take you from where you are in your current state of health to where you need to be. So if it's diabetes, heart disease, depression, anxiety, maybe some weird condition you've never heard of, you need a good dose of hope, you've gone through a tough time, maybe a divorce, or you're going through tough times with your kids and really don't know where to turn. Maybe you don't have health insurance tonight and you're really struggling and you don't know where to go. There's no doctor you can talk to. There's no one that you can just kind of lay things out there and bounce ideas off of and wonder what's going on, what these symptoms mean, and all of that. It's scary, and it can be. Or maybe you've been given a really tough diagnosis like stage 4 cancer. You've been given 4 weeks to live, or maybe you know someone that has, and they don't know what to do. Well, that's what we're here to talk about. That's why we're here, and I want to encourage you. There's nothing greater than being someone's health advocate, being the one that can be their greatest cheerleader in the greatest time of need. Our health really is our greatest wealth, and until we decide that and understand that and grasp that, then we're going to be continuing to hurt as a nation which is what we are right now. And I'm encouraged to see so many people that have made great strides this past year in their health, people that you would have never thought in a million years could get their health back. And literally, I've seen it with my own two eyes. I've seen the tears. I've seen the joy. I've seen it. And it's amazing. People that truly want to get well, that are sick and tired of being sick and tired of being where they are, tired of being in the same rut of 50 pounds overweight, or the same rut of having diabetes and having to take that little bit of metformin and not being able to make those lifestyle choices so that your body can get rid of it and start functioning again the way it did 10 years ago when you didn't have to take metformin or glucophage. You can get your health back. That's the amazing thing, is the body regenerates every single day. Call me, 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272, and let's talk about it. If you've got a success story, I want to hear about it. If you've been out there and you've really made some changes in the last 90 days to a year and you've seen the results, let's talk about that tonight. Encourage somebody tonight. That's what this show is for. It's for encouragement, it's for hope, and it's for answers. Let's kick this off and go with Mark. Hi, Mark. Welcome to the show, my friend. How can I help?
How are you doing? Thanks for taking my call.
You got it, my friend. What's up?
I've had recurrence of staph infections, and they kind of came out of nowhere. And I'm just trying to get a handle on it and figure out what I can do to, help prevent these. And just so you know, I do the Foundation for and have been on the diet, anti-inflammatory diet. I've been following that closely, or pretty closely, since November.
Fantastic. Okay. So you're in a place right now where you keep getting staph infections, and what have you done? Every time you get one, do you take a round of antibiotics?
I responded fine to the same antibiotic. And
that abscess was in your nose, is that right?
No, the abscess was on my rear end, actually, on my hip. Okay. And the nose thing just was kind of, I guess, I don't know if it was related or not. They said that, I could be... have the staph there, and that's what caused that. So I'm just wondering what I can do to, now that I'm past all the antibiotics, what I can do to kind of lower my chances of having to deal with that again.
I think it'd be good for you to do about a 3-day cleanse. There's a super cleanse in my book, Empowering Your Health, and it's really good. It'll clear out any excess yeast, fungal infections that might be in there, and excess bacterial infections that still might be lingering in the digestive tract. It's really easy to do. You just come off all food for 3 days and all supplements, and you'll just simply do this solution. It's 2 tablespoons of organic maple syrup, pinch of cayenne pepper, and you squeeze half a lemon. That makes 1 glass of about 12 ounces of purified water. You take that, and you want to drink about, what I tell people to do really is to take a jug, like a gallon jug, and actually just fill it up and average out the solution. So you take that and you drink about a gallon of that per day and do it for 3 days. And what it does is it starts forcing out those excess bacterial, yeast, and even parasitic infections. It gets to push all that out of the system. And it's really good when you've had persistent infections of any kind. So that's one thing I would do. The other is I would start taking silver, ionic silver, about 20 drops a day. And what it is, it's one of the top antibacterial, antivirals that we have that's completely natural. And in some ways, it can be almost as potent or more potent than certain antibiotics. So it's something you can take on a regular basis. And I would go ahead and take it for about 3 months to build up your immune system and kill off anything else that might be in there that might be lingering in the area. So that's one thing I would do. Really, it makes a big difference. Now, the probiotics, I would do about 4 to 5 twice a day.
I'm doing it's a kind of a powder in a scoop form.
Yeah, I would double or triple the amount you're taking right now, because if you've been on these antibiotics with persistent staph infections, then that's going to be one thing. You've got to rebuild that bacterial flora. Right. And one of the best ways to do that is with the probiotics. They're phenomenal. Now, are you eating yogurt, things of that nature?
I use Garden for Life or Garden of Life, their little powder probiotic.
Okay. That's a good product. It's a good product. I would encourage you, though, to add in goat's milk yogurt. And goat's milk yogurt is going to be really important because you want to actually get it from the live foods as well, and not just these supplements. Supplements are great, but they're a supplement. That's why they're called that, is because they supplement already a great eating plan. So the goat's milk yogurt is unbelievable for probiotics and putting that good bacteria back in your digestive tract. I'd encourage you to get started with at least about 16 ounces a day of the goat's milk yogurt. That'll support your digestive tract and help rebuild that flora. But that's really going to be your best bet. When you get persistent staph infections, you've got to look at a couple things. Why is your immune system down? Usually that's the adrenal glands, which are your body's stress glands. If you've been under much stress in the last year, along with everybody else in America, then that could be the cause, one of the causes. And it drives down the adrenals, which drives your immune system, which can cause you to get recurrent infections. Ways to build up your adrenal glands. You're doing the right things right now. Foundational 4, anti-inflammatory diet, all that's great. But you want to also increase vitamin B5, which is pantothenic acid, and then also vitamin C. I would kick both of those up to twice a day, because what it's going to do is going to build up that immune system and then also support your overall adrenal system, which is, it's going to work hand in hand together. So those are a couple things to get started with. And don't forget vitamin D, of course. That's going to be found in your cod liver oil. But get a blood test done every 6 months. Remember, full set of blood tests every 6 months. Beg and plead with your doctor to say, I want to do a little bit more than once a year. And sometimes, insurance won't pay for it. That's the whole kicker right now. But most doctors have a certain cash rate that they have set up if they run a lot of blood work at their office. And you could probably get a blood test done for, depending on how extensive it is, for maybe $300, $400, $500, and that's not a lot if you're getting a bunch of test runs. So that's something I'd encourage you to do. Ask your doctor about that. Get it done every 6 months, and make sure your vitamin D levels are hanging between about 70 and 90 on that blood test. Great talking with you. We'll talk soon. Questions about your health? 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. I'm your health and lifestyle coach. You're listening to the show that's diagnosing hope, one caller at a time. What are you struggling with tonight? If it's diabetes, heart disease, whatever it is, great or small, give me a call. 888-283-7272, or send me an email. You want me to answer it in private? I will. Be glad to. And don't forget, I rattle off things I know at 100 miles an hour. Please slow down. I can't slow down. I talk fast, and I've got a lot of information to give each and every one of you, and the lines are full every night, and I have to go so I can take care of as many people as I can. So, knowing that, we set up some things for you. During the day, we've got health coaches. You can call the 888 number, and we have health coaches on standby during the day. Call, and they will take care of you. They'll get the information that you need. If you miss things, can't write it down fast enough, whatever it might be, do that. We've got all the phone numbers and everything there as well, and they'll be able to take care of you and recap things that I talk about on the show. Let's go to Elaine. Hi, Elaine. Welcome to the show, darling. How can I help?
Dr. Asa, it's nice to talk to you.
Thank you.
I'm a diabetic, and I've been a diabetic for a number of years.
Elaine,
Type 2.
Can I stop you?
Yes.
Okay, I just got to say one thing, okay? And I'm just telling you this is really, really important. But you're Elaine, and you're dealing with diabetes. It's very, very important that you don't call yourself a diabetic.
Okay.
All right, you're Elaine, a person, not Elaine the diabetic. That's something in medicine that we've been doing for years. I'm trying to undo that. So you're just Elaine, and you happen to be dealing with a health challenge called diabetes. All right, now go ahead.
Okay. I've had neuropathy, and now I'm having leg cramps. And like last night, I was probably in 4 hours, I was up 3 times the leg cramps.
Okay.
And I wondered if there's anything I can take for these leg cramps, or if there's something I can take for the neuropathy. Or
how about we talk about the diabetes and what to do about that? Now, is this type 1 or type 2?
Type 2.
Type 2. And when did you get diagnosed with it?
When I was about 30 years old. Let me see.
That was about 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, there you go.
I tell you what, hang on. You think about how long it's been since you've been diagnosed. Now, I'm going to close out this little segment right here, and we're going to talk about type 2 diabetes when we come out of this commercial break. Come out some great ways to talk about the neuropathies that go along with type 2 diabetes and how to get your health back, because it is possible. Type 2 is reversible.
Want to turn back the clock 15 years and have more energy? This is Dr. Asa telling you to just breathe with LiveO2. LiveO2 delivers the right amount of oxygen we need for optimal health. Go to liveO2.com. That's liveO2.com.
Connect with On Call Radio and watch On Call TV at InShapeNetwork.com.
Health and lifestyle coach, diagnosing hope one caller at a time. Going to the break, talking with Elaine. And Elaine has been dealing with diabetes for how long, Elaine? 2 years?
Probably more like 30.
30 years, okay. So type 2 diabetes for about 30 years. And now you're in a place where you're getting some neuropathy due to the diabetes.
Yes.
And you're wanting to know, what can we do to help with that? Is there anything we can do? And I was wanted to talk to you really more about the diabetes itself, because type 2, even though you've had it for 30 years, is still, you could get the body functioning well on its own again. But it's all about the things you're doing every single day. 80% of most health challenges that we face today are diet and lifestyle related. That's good news. It means that if we can lifestyle our way in, which most of us do, there's not a huge genetic component to a lot of disease, about 15 to 20%. That means that a lot of it is under our control. And so the good news is, if we can do a lot of these things to ourselves, we can undo them. That gives us a lot of hope, because the body's always changing. So I want to talk to you about diabetes and see what you're doing on a daily basis, and I'll tell you if you're on the right path to getting those neuropathies to go away, but also to get your pancreas, which is the issue with diabetes, functioning well again. So talk to me about what you eat, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because food is our best medicine.
Breakfast might be a slice of toast and a couple of eggs.
Okay.
Then lunch might be a sandwich. Dinner is usually meat and some kind of vegetable, or maybe, now like tonight it was a little different. I had sauerkraut, which is usually something different out of my normal range of food.
That's okay. What do you normally drink? Do you drink a lot of water? Do you drink sodas? Do you drink fruit juices? What do you typically drink?
I've been drinking mainly water now. I've been trying to stay away from anything with caffeine, and I've tried to get off the Diet Coke.
That's good. Let me start here. This is important, because I'm going to tell you one of the best things you can drink when you're dealing with diabetes to help stabilize blood sugar. But also, let me tell you about your food and your eating. In my book, there's the anti-inflammatory diet. It's basically this: 3 meals a day. When you're dealing with diabetes, I recommend you do 4 meals a day. Now, here it is. Each meal is comprised of equal amounts of lean protein sources like chicken, fish, beef, or eggs, low glycemic carbohydrates in the form of fruits and vegetables, and good healthy fats, the omega-3s, 6s, and 9s, like almonds, walnuts, cashews, and avocados. The proteins and the fats are what helps stabilize your blood sugar in a meal. So if you just ate, for example, a couple of apples, that's going to cause a slight rise in your blood sugar. But if you ate an apple with a piece of chicken and a handful of almonds, the protein and the fat is going to manage the blood sugar, and it keeps it stabilized. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So it's important to eat all 3 each time you eat. And if you're going to snack, it's better to snack on fats like almonds, things like that, nuts, because they don't rise your blood sugar at all. If they do, it's very, very slight, not enough to make a difference at all. So that's the thing. The eating is going to be the most important thing. So eggs in the morning, great. Don't change a thing. Throw out the toast, because it's a processed carbohydrate. It's bread, so it's flour. You want to stay away from all flour products: breads, pastas, cereals, crackers. and you want to maybe eat a bowl of fresh berries, that would be a great alternative. Lunch, throw away the bread, do a salad. So now you've got turkey meat, chicken, whatever, fish, and you have a nice salad. Dinner, you can do the cabbage all night long if you want to, but you want to do the cabbage, but you also want to do some green vegetables and then a nice piece of fish or meat. And see, that's doing great. That right there, that combination is going to help get your body back where it needs to be. And the supplements are going to be important too. You want to make sure that you take in plenty of cod liver oil for the omega-3 fats. But here's what we use typically to restore the pancreas so they start functioning much better. Now, don't go stop taking any medication. You just want to start adding this in, and then as you go see your doctor, what should happen is your body should start restoring itself in a great way. Here's 3 minerals that you'll need: ionic chromium, vanadium, and also manganese, all 3 of those. And then alpha-lipoic acid, it's called ALA, or alpha-lipoic acid. All those are very, very good for stabilizing blood sugar. They're all proven, plenty of documentation on all of them. And then also, here's something you should drink every day. You get some regular water, and you actually squeeze a full lemon, cut a lemon in half, squeeze it in there, and you want to drink lemon water. You can actually put the new stevia in, which you've seen that now, Truvia and Pruvia. They have all these different sweeteners out there at the regular grocery store. It's made from the stevia leaf, which is unbelievable. It is so good, and it's so good for you. We don't even need sugar anymore for anything because these sweeteners are so good, and they're extremely healthy. Matter of fact, they're not even classified as a sweetener. They're classified as a supplement, which I like even better, and it's just very, very good for you. It's completely whole food. It's very, very healthy. But you can actually put that in the lemon water. It tastes like Sprite or lemonade. Actually, lemonade would probably be the better version of that. And lemon water has been shown and does because it alkalizes the body, brings energy levels up in the body, but it stabilizes blood sugar. It's one of the quickest ways to drop down your blood sugar and keep it stabilized. So that's one thing that'll be great for you to add in to your overall plan. But it's about getting a regimen down that reduces inflammation in the body, stabilizes blood sugar. The neuropathies, 2 things: vitamin B6 in the form of pyridoxal 5-phosphate. So remember, B6 and B12. Both of those will help reverse neuropathies and stop them dead in their tracks. You've got B vitamin deficiencies, B6 and B12. Just remember,
Go tell one person something you learned on this show, and together we can change the health of our friends, our families, and our communities. You're listening to the best in healthy talk radio, where we're diagnosing hope one person at a time.
Did you know you could listen to the AsaRx audio experience on Spotify and Pandora? For all the ways to watch and listen, check out our show page at asarx.com/experience.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to asarx.com and get your free book today.
This episode is over, but check episode notes for links to products and services you've heard about on this episode. Thanks for listening and subscribing. Please share the AsaRx audio experience with others and stay in touch by giving us your comment or review.